They taped over him. They made put movies on him.
It's hysterical how I remember I was trying. Remember Kevin Kearney?
Yes.
Remember he used to book the catcher. Where is he?
Huh?
Where is Kevin?
He's in Vegas. I don't know. He's not. I don't know what he's doing, but he lives in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm pretty
nice
sure.
guy.
He started in Philly. I knew him from Philly.
Right. I tormented him for 10 years to get the catcher rights.
Yeah.
Send me a tape. I would send them blank tapes. I like your tape, but I got to find the spot for you. You're dirty. Blah, 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 blah. It took 10 years, and one day Schubert called me, and I walked in the door. It was like you were chasing this dream, and one day, after all the work you put in to get in, nothing, all of a sudden, a guy just calls you and says, you're working this club with me, and you're like, oh, it's that easy.
Well, I remember working in Pittsburgh. I was at the
Creepy Brothers.
And I went and hung out with you. I left my club. I got Joey's in town, and I drove over to your place. You were with the Snyder Brothers.
The Creepy Brothers.
Yeah, at the Funny Bone or whatever the fuck. That's where I did my first CD at that club. The one with that fucking incline behind it, ready to crash through the building. But I don't know if you remember this, but I came down and we were hanging out.
That had to be 2005.
It was holy fuck. It was easily
2006. Yes,
it was easily back then. It was back in the day. But we were both in town. I go, fucking Joey's, and I don't even know how the fuck I knew you back then. How the fuck did I know you, or we knew each other?
I was a fan of yours.
You were the one.
I was a fan of yours before I started comedy. I watched you on like a B or something black.
Oh, yeah.
You were like the only white guy on something, and I always remembered you. I wasn't into comedy. I was bugging people and doing 8 balls. I was doing time. Comedy was not... This is 88.
Yeah.
89, 90. 90, when I got out of the joint, was when I started watching comedy very quietly. Very quietly. I wouldn't tell people I was thinking about it. People in jail told me. A couple friends on the car lot told me. I was thinking about it, so I was watching BET tapes. Joe Torre warming up for the BET. Martin Lawrence. I studied Rodney Dangerfield. The
young comedians
with Hicks, Dice. That episode is just an encyclopedia.
I was at that taping. I went and watched that taping.
No, you weren't.
At Dangerfield's.
With Dice and all those.
Yeah, it was the Dice one. I think it was either the Dice. Yeah, because it was
Schimmel.
Hicks.
Schimmel.
Hicks was on. I think maybe even Carol Leifer. Maybe.
Carol Leifer, yes. Carol Leifer, the black dude that made the movie with his credit cards.
Oh, Robert Townsend.
Robert Townsend.
Yeah, I was at one of the tapings. It was either that one or the one.
Were you already
with
doing
Kennison.
comedy then?
Yeah, I just went to watch.
Wow.
Standing, in Dangerfield's, and I stood in the hallway, and I'm pretty, because I knew Hicks. I wasn't like, I knew Hicks from working with him. Not like we didn't call each other, but when we saw each other, he liked me, and I. So but you're saying, so you studied that. That was some serious fucking comedy back then. Those young comedians.
Still to this day, when I go on a bombing streak.
Yeah.
When you go on a little. To get back to basics, I will watch that tape because that's the fundamental tape. Kennison at the end, Roseanne Barr, Robert Schimmel. It has so many different styles that in one tape. For me, it was always the blueprint of comedy. Lenny Clark opened up the one, and the other one was opened up by the guy that wore the leather jacket that used to rap on stage. A little bit of white dude. Come on now.
Oh,
he's Menzamort.
Oh,
Barry Sobel.
Barry Sobel. Yes,
Barry Sobel. He's Menzamort.
Barry Sobel.
He shows up with a young kid that looks like Peter Davidson and all his shows, right? He always shows up with a young kid that looks like Pete Davidson.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Don't say a word. He wouldn't say a word. Just shut your mouth.
The kid's crying inside.
The kid's 18. He would show up at the Comedy Store every week with the same little broken kid, like 18.
That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. That's so funny. Oh, that's hilarious.
My God. But that was the blueprint for me. And then my brother bumped into you. My street brother bumped into you at a benefit that you used to do. And you had a brief conversation with him. And after that, we just became friends. I think I did Opie and Anthony, and you were there when they had the Puerto Rican bodyguard.
Yeah, yeah,
thought he
yeah.
was a
What's his
karate guy.
Mr. Poe or something?
Mr. Poe.
Yeah,
Is he still around?
No, he's not with. Well,
Right,
no,
no,
one's
no.
around, but
Nobody's around yet.
Poe.
Well,
This dude was a fucking karate motherfucker.
Right,
He was bad.
He was a big time, but he's a little crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
He kept calling me like, "I want to be your bodyguard." I don't need a bodyguard. I need a career. I need a bodyguard. I need a fucking career.
I'm gonna be the only middle with a bodyguard.
Yeah, I'm a middle with a bodyguard.
he's a middle with a posse.
I'm like, oh my God, what is this guy talking about? He was a nice guy.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
when I met you. And I think we ran into each other in the airport. And then one night, I just started seeing old footage of you. I started watching you and Patrice. And then the clinker was, my wife's half American Indian. If you go to her house and meet her mother, you could tell they're Indians. And I'm in the bathroom washing my face or whatever. And I'm like doing this shit. I'm looking for a towel. And I think we're watching, I think it was Tough Crowd. And you said something about, when I was in grammar school, they told me to go sit Indian style.
Oh, yeah.
So I would get a bottle of gin and go lay in the sewer.
Bottle of whiskey and land the curve.
Nah, my wife's American Indian. I don't want to laugh. We both looked at each other with that look, and we busted out. And she goes, "That is the best joke I've ever heard in my life. What's his name?" And ever since that, she's been your biggest fan.
Oh, that's funny.
Like she said, if I didn't have to take her to karate, I'd go over and give him a hug. Because finally somebody made an American Indian joke. We both just went, like I was like, oh, shit. That joke was funny. And then
Thank you.
Rogan told me a joke you said one night in Caroline's that we can't really repeat here.
Oh,
One of the funniest things.
he done no. That was that Dangerfield. He fucking.
And you said that you threatened him with the joke.
He said he goes open with it, and the one about Robin Gibbons.
Right,
Yes.
right.
He goes open with it,
Oh, my God.
and silence, but only one person laughing.
Joe Rogan.
Fucking
Howling. He loves that shit. He loves it. He loves all that stuff.
We used to do.
Oh, my God.
In Jersey, we did a couple one-nighters, me and him, when I was married to my ex-wife. Because I remember me and him working in Seaside, New Jersey, because my ex-wife was with me, and we took a walk to the boardwalk or whatever. This was before he did news radio.
Oh, yeah.
This is way. He just came down from Boston or something, and somehow, because you could tell when certain people are not right, and we were both not right. You know what I'm saying? There's like Keith Robinson has the best fucking theory on comics.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.